All right, we're going to take a look at the solos and rock this town here. First up, we have the first guitar solo. The first phrase of it is going to sound a little bit like this. All right, so we have slide from the 7th on the B in the high E string up to the 10th fret. Then you're going to hit the 10th fret 4 times. Then we're going to take the 13th fret and the 12th fret here, the 13th on the high E and the 12th on the B string, and take them and bend them each a quarter of a step. Then we have a half step bend at the 12th fret on the high E string, and then we pick 12-10, 12-10 on the B, and then 12-11-10 on the G. So we have all together. Okay, then we're going to have a quick little phrase like this. So we're going to do that by a little quick hammer and pull on the 9th fret to the 10th fret on the G string. Then we're going to play 12 on the D, back to 10 on the G string, down to 9. Okay, then we're going to play 12-9 on the D. So we have this. Down to the 12th fret on the A string, back 9 to 12 on the D. All right, so far we have. Then we're going to start this little lick that he does. I'll kind of show you how I pick it. It's kind of quick. You're going to slide from 9 to 11 with your second finger on the G string. Then you're going to hit an upstroke at the 10th fret on the B string, then a downstroke on the 12, and then an upstroke on the 10 on the high E. You're going to do that 4 times. So all together. Then we're going to go 13, 12, 10 on the high E. Let me just play the phrase for you. Okay, so that's just going to be 13, 12, 10 on the high E. Then a half step bend at the 12, then pick 12, 10. Whole step bend at the 13 on the B string. And then 10 3 times on the high E. And then we're going to do bend on the 13 again, 10 once, again. Then hit 10 one more time and do a quarter step bend at the 13th fret on the high E. So we have this. And I'll then pick 13 again. So we have this. Come and pick the 10 on the B string. Then you're going to hold 10 on the G, 12 on the B, and just kind of bend them both like a quarter step. Just give them a little bit of a pull on them a little bit. You pull them down or up. Okay, we're going to do that a few times, and then you're going to go. So that's kind of seen that lick before in the song. Slide into the 2 3s on the B and the E string at the 3rd fret with your 4th fret on the G. Hit it a couple times, then add the 5th fret on the B string and then back to the original chord. Then slide up from 6 to 7 on the G string and hit the 2 open B and E strings together with upstrokes. So we have this. And the last phrase is going to go like this. And that's going to be sliding from 7 to 9. Then play 7, 9 on the D string. Then 7 on the G string. Then you're going to do a half step bend on the 9th fret on the G. Grabbing the 7 on the really quickly on the high E. Do that 3 times. I'm sorry, do it twice. On the 3rd time, just bend and release. Don't go and hit that 7. So we have this. Then play 7 on the G, 9, 7 on the D. Then to 9 on the A string, back to 7 on the D, back to 9 on the A string. And slide it down. So we have. Let me play that whole solo real slowly for you. Then we just end the solo really with that same chromatic line. Okay, so let's shift now to the second guitar solo. Happens about the 2:25 mark. Now we're going to start by kind of sliding it to these 7s here, and you're going to have to mute the string in the middle there, the G string, with the bottom of your middle finger. But you're going to hold the 7 on the D and then the 7 on the B and pick across those 3 strings, muting that G string. So slide into it, you're going to hit it twice sliding into it. And then it starts the actual measure where we're going to strum it 4 times. So it goes. So it ends up being 6 times on these 7s here. Then lower that 1 fret and strum that 4 times. Down 1 more fret, 4 times. Now we're going to do a slight change in the pattern. The second finger shifts back to the 4th fret, and the first finger is going to grab the 3rd fret on that B string. All right, now what you want to do here, this part's going to require a little bit of hybrid picking. It's going to sound like this. Now, you're going to do a full bar from the 2nd string to the 4th string at the 2nd fret and slide up, pick the 2nd string and slide it up to the 3rd fret. And you pick that 3 again. Now we're going to start the hybrid picking. You're going to pick the 4th string with your pick, hammer on the 4th fret, and then pick with your middle finger the B string. Okay, so you're going to do that 5 times. Then you're going to slide up here. Now what's going on here is when you slide into 9, the bar at the 9 across the B and the E strings, play it twice, and then the 10th fret, and you're going to strum that 4 times. Okay, now we're going to do a whole step bend at the 12th fret on the G string, and then grab the 10th fret, the bar once again across the B and the E, and do that 3 times. Okay. Then we're going to do a quick little hammer-on series. Now we're going to hammer on from 10 to 12 on the G string, and then play the 10th fret on the B. So you're barring the B and the G string. And do that 3 times. Hammer, pick. All right, and you're going to end it with just a 10 on the G string. And then we're going to do that, hold those 13 and 12 again like we did earlier in the first solo. Just bend it and hold it. And then we have this little phrase. So it's kind of just really funky, and you just got to listen to it a little bit and get the timing of it down. And it's just going to be a half step bend at the 12th fret, then 10th fret on the B string, and then play the 12th fret on the high E twice again. Then play the 10th fret. This is a little funky thing. So that's just like the 10 bar and just kill it. And then you're going to back that up with whole step bend at the 13 with a, it's not really a whole step bend, it's just kind of almost like a quarter step bend. And then play 10 on the high E, do that twice. All right, then we're going to have this little phrase here, which is just barring at the 10th fret here, play the 12 on the B with the high E10. Then come down and hit the two 10s twice, and then put the 12 back down. All right, now we have this kind of big chord form here. It's an E9, so we're going to have the third finger barred across the B string and the high E of the 12th fret, and then the second finger playing the 12 on the D string, and then your first finger is going to bar at the 11th fret behind it, so we can get that bar on the G and then A strings. So you're going to strum those 5 strings. Strum it 3 times. Back 1 fret, and back again. And pick it twice there. All right, so it's kind of just the same chord form, shifted down 1 fret, then back up. All right, and then our last little lick in this solo. Now, we're going to start at the 5th fret here, then on the 5th string, then slide from 7 to 9, then play 7, 9 on the D string, then play 7 on the G. Then we're going to do whole step bend on the 9th fret, grab that 7, kind of like we did before. Then a half step bend, and then you're going to grab the 2 10s here with your pinky across the B and the high E string. Then a whole step bend and release on the 9 on the G. Play 7, down to 9 on the D, and then you hit the string open G string. It's kind of, I don't know if it's kind of a mistake thing, but it's there in the recording. So we have, all right, and then once again it goes back to the, but this time it likes to do that one that we did the little slight bend. The last note, instead of being 4, just a quarter step bend at the 3rd fret. And just do that all 4 times. Okay, then it goes back into the last chorus in the song. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed Learn and Rock This Town, and I hope you get it to the speed very quick. All right, have fun. Bye-bye.